What is up, guys? Arolf here, back again with another video. Today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Homecoming Build-A-Figure Series Vulture Spider-Man. Alright, so taking a look around the packaging here, it says Legends Series on the top, new picture of the logo there. On the bottom, Spider-Man Homecoming. On the side, get a new picture of the suit of Spider-Man. On the bottom, here's the barcode, so pause if you want to read it. Pause if you want to read the description on the back. You get a nice picture of Spider-Man plus the other figures in the wave, which is 7 in total to build the Vulture wings. Alright, without further ado, let's get right into it. Here's a quick look at Vulture's left wing. Now, if you've seen some behind-the-scene footage, the Civil War suit is the original and first concept design for Spider-Man. Now, the new figure is much more movie accurate because the Spider-Man in the Civil War was heavily CGI'd compared to the one in the Spider-Man Homecoming. It seems more realistic other than a CGI character. Now, while I'm looking at this figure has different textures. From afar, it looks like a smooth figure, but compared to the Civil War, which is very smooth, this is heavily textured, finely textured, to imply that way. Now you can see the comparisons on the back here. See the original design or the original concept for Spider-Man here. But overall, they do have similar bodies. I feel like the chest on the Spider-Man Homecoming is more wider than the Civil War one. You can see right there. I don't know, something about the Civil War one seems a little more beefier. Now comparing the heads right here, you can see the Civil War one had wider eyes. This one had more, Spider-Man Homecoming had squintier eyes. But I wish they had that same wideness to the Civil War one compared to the Homecoming one. Now just switching out the heads here, you can see you can get a much wider, expressive Spider-Man with the second head to this figure. Now comparing those two, you can see how they square up. And I feel like it should go like this. The smallest eyes is the Spider-Man Homecoming, the medium eyes is the Civil War, and the big eyes goes to Spider-Man Homecoming again. So Spidey has one pair of thwopping hands and one fist. So taking them both off here, you can see the details in the fist. Now this one isn't textured like the bodysuit, but comparing it to the Civil War, it's basically the same hand. They just made the lines kind of this light gray, and comparing it with the other Civil War thwopping hand here, you can see they use a much lighter wash, which I really like, other than the dirty look of the Civil War. As mentioned before, Spider-Man has a brand new head sculpt right here, the wide open eyes, which I think is a little too wide for me, but it's fine, it's whatever. Also, with the brand new Spider-Man suit, you have an additional holes or additional web wings for them holes. LOL, funny joke. Comment down below, well, let me know what you think of that joke. Funny, haha. Now, what I have a problem with this figure, there's many problems that I have to go through this figure. Now, one of the web wings work. They look fine. I wish that they had extra ones that are more wide open. Now, this one has the biggest hole, just fits in smoothly, but when I rotate the arm down, it just falls out. I think this is the most defective figure that I ever received from any figure throughout my whole career on YouTube. Holy crap. Now, first off, the web wings, they look nice. I wish that they added a more spread out version or a more movie accurate version. I think these are fine, but with that being said, the other defects, which I'm gonna go right here, very loose arm, you could see that. Now, when I was articulating this thing was stiff AF. And do you see that little thing popping out? If I push that back in, you can see the little piece of plastic that lifts up too. That is terrible as well. Horrible engineering. I don't know. I think this figure is great. It's just, I think mine was defective. You could see how it just pushes that little piece, that little peg piece, the little joint piece, I don't know, whatever it is, out. Now on the other arm here, you could see it looks fine, but when I push the upper joint, it kind of stretches out the little right here, this joint right here, it kind of stretches that out a little bit up, like it kind of makes it more loose, which I don't like. But other than that, this figure is fine. It's just the damn arms are just a pain. And you can see how loose the chest is here. That is like the final defect of this. But yeah, other than that, I love the sculpting. I love the paint apps. I think they're clean on this one. And I like the sculpted details. Now, having previous detailed close-up shots, I would just like to give a close-up on the eyes here. Now the eyes, they missed it by like half a quarter of an inch. It's just, man, I wish they got that on point, but you can see the texture throughout. The lines here is perfect. But now moving over to the articulation. Now his head rotates all the way around just like so. His head goes up that far and down that much, so he can really look menacing. His arms do rotate all the way around. They go out that far and they go down. He has a armpit joint which can go back that far and then forward that much. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows right there. His wrists do rotate all the way around. They bend out so you can get that flipping pose. And they bend in, or yeah, up, whatever you want to think about it, how it's articulated. His chest can bend forward and bend back all the way, like so. He has a 360-degree waist rotation. His legs kick forward that high and back barely, unless you want to put it all the way back, which looks very weird, like so. His legs go out that far. He can barely do the splits, like so. You can force it if you want, but it'll just move right back into the same position. He has a upper thigh swivel, just like so. Double jointed knees, which is great. Really like that articulation there. His feet point down, like so. You can do the Michael Jackson little pose right there, or have him in flying mode. And his feet point up that high. And don't forget, he has the glorious ankle pivot, which has a nice wide spread, but strong enough to keep him in place. But other than that, just like any other Hasbro figure, they nail it out of the park. Great sculpt, great paint job. Kind of miss it on the eyes here, just where the finer details are, they just kind of miss. But other than that, this is a great figure. I just got a bad copy of it. But yeah, that is it, guys. Arolf Mora signing out. Peace.